And then in 74, we were trapped in the Bermuda Triangle for 3 weeks with no power.
Yeah.
Because someone put something in the wrong hole.
Expand on that. Not the second part.
Well, no, it's important, putting it in the wrong hole.
But what happened? Like,
well, we didn't know until after we obviously investigated it all, but we got oil in the feed water of the boilers.
right.
At the time, we didn't figure out how it was getting there. But after, I think it was about 3 or 4 days of opening pipes and what have you, we found out that it was coming from one of the fuel pumps. And it's easy in hindsight. They should have analysed what was done 24 hours before we started seeing the oil in the feed water. But the oil pump was overhauled, and on the oil pump, there was a steam jacket, and you had 2 connections. One was an oil pressure gauge, and the other was a steam condensate drain. And what happened was the mechanic switched them over. So oil was going into the condensate line. There was no pressure on the pressure gauge, but they thought, oh, it must be the pressure gauge that's wrong. Then about 50 tons of fuel oil went into the feed water. So we had passengers on board, and we had to get a cruise ship come out from Bermuda. They offloaded their passengers, came out and took our passengers back to Bermuda. And then we had to spend 3 weeks on a dead ship fixing everything.
Was this when the Bermuda Triangle was the Bermuda Triangle?
But it still is,
this
isn't it?
gigantic mystery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How did you feel at the time? Did you think...
I was tired. I was working. We were doing
John.
6 on, 6 off.
You know what I'm
And it was hot.
I'm
And smelly.
yes, hot, smelly, and I was tired.
Yeah.
But did you? But when you approach something like the Bermuda Triangle, and I'm not trying to, let's say, sensationalize the podcast by saying Bermuda Triangle, but people look at the Bermuda Triangle as this mystical thing where you somehow a plane goes into it and disappears, and a whole ship has disappeared. Like when you're approaching the Bermuda Triangle, was there like an air of, we don't know what this weird, we're about to sail through this weird thing, whether you believe in it or not, and then when you're in it, the whole ship breaks down. Was there a moment where you thought, oh, hello, like?
Not really.
No?
The other thing was, it was actually April 1st it happened. So you couldn't make it up, could you,
Someone's having
really?
a laugh.